Welcome back, everyone, to Seekers of Sarmanath. That was an unexpected result to the battle there. We've talked it through, gotten a plan of action. So, Millman, I appreciate you sticking around the stream with us. I hope you have a good time. But unfortunately,
Always.
your character is dead. We'll try to get some sandbar roleplay or something for you. Rose, you eventually outrun all of the guards, and you can get out of your horse form and find yourself into the kind of market area of the town of Balesport. Tom, you see this horse just charging down the street, eventually turn into your friend from your vantage point along the bar.
Seeing Rose, I'll hop out of the tavern and walk out into the market and say, "What happened?"
There were some weird monsters in those crates down there. They got Maldarian. I'm not sure where Janla is. He told me to run. I think he's coming, but I'm not sure.
Mildarian's gone?
I nod quietly.
What was happening with you? I tried to meet up with you earlier, but I was refused from seeing you.
Janla said I was charmed. I'm not sure what that means because I don't really believe in romance in the first place, but I also can't remember what happened to me, and apparently I was lugging crates around, so...
It's a different kind of... I can charm, but it's not like that. It's a...
I
it's
mean...
a magic thing.
Tom,
I mean, I can charm the other way,
you,
too.
but...
I'm not saying that I'm not a charming person.
Can you?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you do that.
Well, now you're just hurting my feelings.
Huh.
But there's also a magical kind of charm. It's not the romantic notion. It's more like domination of another person's will.
Oh, I guess that's what he meant then, probably.
I see.
Question, Greg. Did that sailor drown yet? Has he been held for quite some time?
Do me a favor, Millman. Roll me a d20. Highs, he died. Lows, he made it.
Oh, he did.
God.
He never could save against Tom's hold person, and he drowned a very lonely and painful death below the waves.
One more pirate XP.
One more pirate XP. I will make note. One more pirate XP.
Oh, man.
Lord.
I think.
Oh my God.
I think we need to leave town, Rose.
I don't think we can stay. There was a huge ruckus at the harbor. Somebody set a ship
seems
on
like-
fire. Do you know anything about that? Or
No, not me.
is that oh, well, I thought maybe your charms, you know.
As you
No. I put on a bit of a distract. Look, let's start.
as you say, as you're talking about the burning ships, you see a sweaty, out of breath, clearly exhausted Janlar making his way through the market towards you.
I say, Janlar, good. You've already warmed up. We need to move to the manor quickly.
All right. Yeah. I need like 10 minutes to take a break.
Okay. So is it slightly out of the way to get? I don't know if I want to do this without Janlar.
Can we not just take 10 minutes in the end?
Okay. Yeah. Let's go inside then. Let's head a little out of sight.
All right, you head into the inn, not the Salty Mast, but a different one.
Yeah, one in the market.
Yes.
And I'll tell them my plan. Like I say, look, I'm starting to think the Duchess is in charge here, and she's been the guards were denying me entry. It seems like the Duke has lost control of this town. I think we need to get him. We need to get him out.
No, I think the Duchess is a nice person. I'm not sure why, but I feel like, or maybe she isn't. I'm not quite sure about her.
I think she is possibly the culprit, so...
Those people, the ones who had the weird tentacle monsters you were telling me about, they're operating with a writ from the Duchess personally. I think she's in charge here. I think she's the one who's been poisoning her husband so that she can have unilateral control of the town. I think we need to get the Duke out. I can cure him tomorrow, and I think once he's away from his wife, he's going to be safe.
What if she's at home?
That could be a problem. I don't think we should fight her. I think we should run. If
What if we ring the doorbell and ask if she's home, and if they say yes, we just run?
I think I want to try and break the Duke out. If we leave him here, he's going to die.
Okay.
We want to. I want to get the Duke out. I don't think many people are going to believe the story. I don't think we can sway people to our side in killing the Duchess. So we're better off just getting the Duke, skipping town, getting him away, and explaining the situation. And that's the terms of our contract. We're not here to save Balesport. We're here to save the Duke.
Our goal is to save the Duke, not save the town. Maybe the Seekers will send someone else. Maybe they'll pay us more.
Yeah, this is well above our contract.
So if you marry somebody,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're supposed to be a team.
I don't.
How long
So
were
let's
they get married?
let's just imagine, right? There's a tree person, a very fiery cleric, and a wizard.
Yes.
And those three people tell you that your wife is trying to kill you and that you gotta come with them.
I'm not going to explain the situation. I'm going to tell him the situation in Balesport is dangerous and he needs to leave town.
What if he wants to stick with his wife?
Then we will take him.
Yeah, I think at that point we'll have to knock him out or something. I don't know.
I'll put him to sleep for a minute.
Yes, knock out the infirm.
Yeah. Look, I mean, you saw him bedridden, Rose. I don't think he's going to be in much of a position to struggle.
Okay, I won't carry him though.
I'm going to see if I can get us some horses when we get back to the manor.
Okay.
As you step out of your private room in the inn, you open the door, getting ready to go get the horses, and you see a mustachioed dwarf with a hat, kind of walking up towards you. You see him, and probably for the first time, Tom.
Was he at the meeting that I went to?
Oh yes, that's correct. He was. He was
Okay.
the dwarf at the meeting that was kind of on the side of the city. Kept his mouth shut quite a bit, except for the rare occasion to.
He was the one who seemed really friendly with the Duke, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I look at him and say, good to see you, friend. If you would, we're in a bit of a rush here. Would you like to walk and talk?
You stay inside for just a minute. He kind of puts his hand up on your chest and leads you back into your room. Says, "You and your friends made a right mess of things."
Oh, things were a mess just waiting to boil over. We just simmered the pot a bit.
That you did. Come on inside with me. He kind of closes the door behind him. Says, I gave your friend some information about the harbor. I told him to keep his head down, be quiet. You know, when things are rotten, you got to learn when to act subtly. Turns out subtlety was not your tact here today. The three of you are probably in danger. There's
I think this
guards-
whole town is in danger. In fact, I was going to recommend you leave town with us.
No, I can't do that. I know this is my home. I'm gonna try to fix it. You three, though, you're definitely too visible. Here, if you're leaving town, can't stop you. And he pulls out some big, heavy cloaks with big hoods.
Mhm.
He says, I know it might look a bit conspicuous, but it is winter time. Perhaps the three of you could maybe look a little bit less like the people who set a ship on fire and had the whole harbor
I said
district up in arms.
that was a rowboat. I did not touch the ship.
Semantics, whatever. If it's on the ocean, it must be a ship, right? And dwarves and sailing, you never thought we'd mix. Anyway.
Look, let me explain something to you. I have good reason to believe that the Duke is in danger from the Duchess, and I plan to get him out of town. That's the terms of my contract, was to save the Duke. I could use your help here. I'm going to try and talk to the servants and get a couple of horses secured and ride out of town as fast as we can go, but I'm not sure if we can manage it.
Any servant that is loyal to that woman, I wouldn't trust myself.
Could you get us the horses?
I suppose if you can get yourself out of town, I could have some horses arranged to meet you. I do have some pull in this town.
Okay. Let's see. I suppose. Do we need 3 or 4? I'm not sure the Duke is fit to ride on his own. He'll probably have to ride with me.
Probably. Yeah, 3 probably.
3 should do.
I don't know what you're planning, but going back into that manor seems quite suicidal to me.
I don't plan to stay for long. It's dangerous, but it's a job.
I won't stop you. I am here to warn you, though. You got a whole bunch of guards looking for you. If you head out on the street looking the way you do, they'll probably right to find you.
All right, where can you have the horses waiting for us?
I can get them outside the city, towards away from the river, out towards the Gloomwood.
Okay. I'm
gonna hand him. How much are horses? Horses are expensive, right?
Don't worry about the cost. It's not a problem. I can help you here. Look, if you're dead set on leaving, I won't stop you, but I could hide you out. I know a few safe places of, ex-smuggling coves that people thought were safe till I found them. I am quite good at the harbor master. I could hide you, wait for things to settle down.
I don't think we can wait. We need to get the Lord out, unless you can hide the Lord. But I don't know if you can go that far.
I fear
Look,
my hands are tied there.
Yeah, when there's apparently some sort of strange fish monsters that are attacking the harbor at this point. I'm pretty sure the sea elves are involved, and I'm pretty sure the Duchess is in league with them. I don't think the wider city is safe.
I agree.
There's charming magic going on. You can't trust very many people anymore. I'd bar your door and keep guards posted.
I know when to keep my mouth shut. I am a careful person. I feel that's why I remember that the Duke didn't have a wife not all that long ago. Anyway.
It might behoove you to go seek aid from the clerics, in fact. They might be able to help with some of the matters going on. I imagine some are more powerful than I am.
I will have word with them, see if we can't do something against this charm magic, or perhaps even against these monsters. It would be good to have seekers to help fight them. I hear there is no one better adept with dealing with Fey and with the monsters of the world than a seeker.
Perhaps some other time, but that's another contract. My job is to get the Duke safe, and that's what I intend to do.
If that's the way of it, that is. I'll have the horses waiting for you outside the Balesport. We'll call it 3 miles out. There's a kind of rough cave system out away from the beach in the kind of where it turns westward on the way to Nestor. I'll have horses and waiting there. Maybe some supplies for the road. It's up to you to get there, especially if you're going after the Duke. I wish you luck.
Thank you. Janlar, can you work on buying a cart? Something that we could put a blanket over? We're gonna have to get the Duke out of the town, and we're gonna need some way to wheel him out if we can't get him on a horse right away.
It'll be very difficult to buy a cart while we're...
We brought ours with us, didn't we?
Yeah, don't we have a cart?
Yeah, never mind. Can you get a tarp to put over our cart?
It is in the manor where we're being put up.
Okay. Can you get a tarp to put over?
No, I mean we can't get to our cart.
We're going to go straight to the manor so we can get to our cart.
But they're gonna be guard. If we go into the manor, we're gonna have to leave quickly. We're not gonna be able to go get our
Look,
cart.
if guards are searching for us, where do you think the last place they would expect us to go is? The central point of authority in the town? If I was a guard, I'd be looking through the dock district and I'd be looking at the gates right now. I wouldn't be looking at the manor house.
Yeah, I guess. Is there anybody in this inn?
Yes, there are people in the inn. You're kind of in your own private room at the moment, so that you could discuss things and take a short rest.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to go out into the town and try to buy a tarp. I'm gonna get caught doing that. So.
I mean, you have a cloak with the hood. It should be fairly easy to... Look, either way, we need something to cover him up.
Yeah. Maybe we just get an extra cloak. Cover him up with an extra cloak.
That could work, yeah. Anyways, let's start moving. We don't have that much time.
I agree.
All right. Thank you again for the help. What was your name? I don't know if I ever caught it.
My name is something with a V. Vasily.
Assuming we can get the Duke out, I'll tell him that you remain an ally of his. I think he's going to have some work to do in re-securing Balesport.
I appreciate it. I will leave
Good luck to
here.
you, and I'll shake his hand.
All right, good luck to you as well. He shakes your hand, dons his cap kind of deep over his head, and exits your room, closing the door behind you, leaving you kind of to yourselves.
Rose, do you have much magic left? I'm running a little bit scarce myself.
I still have a few spells again. What do you need?
I think we might need to cast some things to get the Duke out of the city. Let's, My plan is basically to walk up like we belong there, like we own the place, and see if we can get to the Duke. I think I might be able to persuade Gregorius to help us, hopefully.
So you want us to pretend to be dukes?
No. I intend to walk into the manor and act like we belong. Pretend nothing's happened.
Oh. Okay.
See if we can tell them the Duke is in danger and we need to relocate him immediately. I think I can.
But where would we want to relocate him? Or are we just saying the harbor is under attack, so we need to get the Duke out of the city? Is that the
Harbor's
idea?
under attack. Balesport's security is uncertain. I'm going to try and get him as far as Hawks Hollow. I mean, we need to go back that way anyways.
Well, if you think that works.
I mean, the Duke leaving his home is not ideal, but if he stays here, he's going to die. If we get him out, Janlar can dispel any charm magic that's been placed on him, and I can cure his illness, and then from there he can look into planning how to take back his city himself.
Okay.
All right, are you guys ready? This might be a little bit hairy before the day's at an end.
It's already been Harry, you just missed that part.
Yes.
Well-
What is our plan to get in and get the Duke out quickly?
I don't think the servants are going to stop us. I'm going to try and sway Gregorius to our side. If he probably has access to a stretcher, I would assume we can carry him out. Get him
If
into
she
the cart.
really charmed the servants, I don't think she's gonna let him go like that.
We're not going to tell the servants anything. I'm just going to say, excuse me, we need to make a quick exit. Can you please prepare our cart?
Well,
Right.
Rose,
Tell people as little as we can.
Rose, can you turn into anything that could allow you to infiltrate the house?
I feel really bad about this. I don't know why. I mean, I think I could, but I feel like it gives me a weird feeling in my stomach. I could, I think.
I don't know if that would help. I think we just need to go in and do what we can and then run away if need be.
Okay.
Do we have time to infiltrate? We already have guards looking for us. It's not that long before the manor finds out.
Well, I meant if she could turn into a giant spider and go in through a window.
But what would that buy us?
Well, you have to ask whether the lady's home or not, anyways. If she's home, then
Yeah,
can't get it now.
let's here are the cloaks. Let's head to the manor and get this one way or another. Let's get out of here today.
All right. You don your heavy cloaks, and you're heading as a group to the manor house.
Yeah.
All right. You begin making your way through the streets. Sure enough, you hear bells ringing, and there are criers dressed in guard uniforms shouting that the Balesport Harbor was attacked by the visiting seekers, and everyone should be, if they are seen, they should be reported at once. And there are cries out there. You see pirates, basically, the people from the harbor, but dressed up in a little bit more armor now, with an insignia of Balesport on their chest, walking around in groups of 2 across the streets. You pull your cloaks over your head and begin making your way through the streets. I would like the group to go ahead and make a group stealth check. So all of you make stealth dexterity. Or disguise, if you have proficiency with your disguise kits.
Okay.
That would be acceptable.
Do we
as
need
well.
like the disadvantage from armor, since this is more about blending in rather than not being heard?
Yeah, this is more about blending in. I won't impose disadvantage for having heavy armor.
Okay.
Greg, has my poison worn off, or is that still a thing?
Yes, every 10 minutes you get a save against that. So I assume we can hand wave that. It's been a while. Eventually, your Constitution save will pass. And you are no longer poisoned.
What we're rolling stealth, sorry.
Stealth or disguise, yeah, either one that you were trained in.
Neither. Disguise.
Disguise would be a 20
Only you
proficiency.
could ask Sambar for help.
8.
He's very good at
Hey.
stuff.
I'm
This is
fine.
All right. Yeah, that's true. Remember, you also have like Sambar's knowledge, right? Sambar is incredibly
Right.
stealthy. He could potentially like aid you in things like stealth with enough like attunement to him and like the way that his mind works.
Wow,
Cuddle
okay.
me.
I'll have to keep that
Cuddle
in
me
mind, yeah.
My sweet nothings.
The one problem with being attuned to Sambar is you do have to put up with Sambar.
Right?
Fine.
All right.
Overly excited Mace.
All right, so the three of you begin making your way through, the city. Cloaks drawn, the guards kind of stomping away at you. The crowds are very gossipy, and they speak in hushed voices, kind of looking around. You see concern on some of the faces of the citizens as they look out towards the harbor. They see smoke rising up and back towards the city, while the fake guards are crying out about these villainous seekers that attacked them. You eventually begin making your way up through the merchants area, and you're making the rise up the hill through kind of like the park district into the more wealthy and noble section of the city that you're quite familiar with walking, but now is the lack of crowds kind of makes you stand out a little bit more. You begin making your way up towards the manor, unmolested up to this point. As you arrive, you see the manor house, and there are sets of guards there already. It seems in the time that you have spent at the inn, there are 2 guards posted up. Both of them look like the same kind of pirates. Like they've thrown on a guard's uniform, but they still have the telltale look of the hired hands down at the dock. That are posted up in front of the main entrance to the manor house. As you look around, you also see a couple more walking through the grounds of the manor house behind.
Shit. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna let us through.
No, probably not. These look like the same sort of men that I had fun with out in the harbor.
I think our best bet to get this Duke out is to go back and meet the dwarf, see if he can't hide us up for a few days, and maybe we can devise a plan to come in.
So,
The problem is, tales of us will have been spread pretty thoroughly at that point. I don't think anybody's going to trust us anymore.
No, but we'll come in invisible, or invisible.
If we came back tomorrow, Janlar, could you get all of us invisible?
No, I can't cast invisibility, but I believe Rose can.
I can.
You have invisibility. Excellent.
I do.
Can you cast it on all of us?
No.
No.
No, but she could.
I could cast it on 2.
2? Are you able to cure diseases like I am? It's lesser restoration, is the spell.
Yes.
Okay, if we were to come back tomorrow, do you think you could sneak into the manor house invisible? Restore the Lord, make him invisible, and sneak
Excuse
out
me?
before anybody saw you.
What are you doing in the grounds?
We're not in the grounds yet. We saw the guards.
You're loitering in front of the manor, and a guard
that's true.
walks up to you, seeing these
Can I
three
help
hooded
you?
figures.
Oh no. I'll look over. Do I see Meldarian?
No. This looks to be just a normal guard.
Okay.
Can I help you, travelers?
No, you can't. We're simply having a conversation.
Well, you'll need to be moving along then.
All right, and then I'll start trying to walk.
Fair enough. Yeah. We'll move on then. As we're walking away, I'll say to Rose, Rose, do you think you could sneak in here tomorrow?
Incredibly dangerous.
Sneak into where? What are you?
We're walking away from you.
Already walking away. Hello.
I'm not like walking by you, like, hey, Rose.
How about tomorrow we just go invisible and sneak
Why don't we
in?
just kill this idiot?
So listen. I appreciate that you're trying to save this man. I think in the long run, if you really want to save him, you gotta get rid of the wife, the daughter, and that blue elf.
Yes, but in the short term, I'm worried he won't survive if we don't get him away from them.
So
He
here's my-
survived for months.
It's true.
They are using him for something, clearly.
Hmm. We'd have to come back to Balesport in force. I mean, I don't know if you... Did you fight the pirates directly? Because I did, and they're surprisingly hardy folk.
They're so strong.
Yeah.
Well, I fought with them and against them, and I can say they are pretty strong.
Yeah, like... I just feel like this is our chance to get out before anybody really knows what's going on.
They all know what's going on, though.
That's true. I guess I was mostly hoping I could get Gregorius on our side.
Oh no, he's in with them.
You think so?
Did you smell his medicine? No normal person likes that stuff. No. Something's wrong
Not
with him.
all abnormal
Something's
people
wrong
are
with
necessarily
him.
enemies.
Yes.
Janlar's pretty abnormal, I would say, but he's an ally.
Chandler smells perfectly fine to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's not all about smell. There's 5 senses, right? Any one of them can reek of abnormality.
Hand on camera?
Of course I do. Yeah, if you want to join a conversation, please feel free.
He's touched Janla? That's weird.
But very well, I see what you mean.
Well, we can't go in now, is all I know.
Fair
Not like-
point. I don't even know if we can get out of the city. Maybe we should just leave.
I believe we can leave with our cloaks. My plan for getting him out would be to have Rose go in as a spider after casting invisibility on you because, well, you can carry him and I can't.
I see.
And then going in together. And then she can come out of her rose form, or her spider form, cast invisibility on the Duke, turn back into a spider, and y'all just dip.
That might be the best bet. Do you think you could, Rose? I mean, I will go into this town with you. I'm not going to send you into this.
My only fear is last time Rose tried to go into that room by herself, she came out charmed.
I was gonna say the same thing. Maybe not a good idea to go in there by yourself.
But that's why there's 2 of you guys. 3 of you if you can't Sandbar, and I can't Sandbar.
Hmm.
He's a good bloke. We're not
Wait.
gonna mace him one day.
Rose, do you think Sambar knows when you were charmed?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but
You
she wasn't touching me.
Despite your true sight, you didn't see
Yeah.
much, right? What
Oh.
mostly happened was you were walking underneath the door frame, and then a clawed foot struck Rose, and then she walked back out of the room, and you saw the servant kind of walk up to her and grab her shoulder to look at her, but the servant wasn't the servant. Underneath the servant was the Lady Duchess, and cast the charm on her.
Okay, so that's the hard confirmation for the rest of us that the Duchess is like some sort of fiend who's charming people. Okay.
So I think our best
And
bet.
obviously the daughter, I don't know if she's a victim or if she's with the Duchess, but I mean, she popped out here like out of nowhere, right?
Yes, this.
Yeah, along with the wife.
Yeah. I
Well,
would say she's probably a similar.
definitely not trustworthy.
Some questions.
She's.
Just
I can guarantee you, she's not a fiend, celestial, or aberration.
You never looked at her with that spell.
I did. She was in the room when I cast Detect Evil.
She was not.
What?
I've been very carefully tracking that. She has not been in the room when you cast those spells.
I thought she stayed when we were inspecting the guy.
No, she was not in the room when you inspected her.
What about when I cast Detect Evil this morning? Because wasn't she in
She
there
was not
again?
there.
No,
The
she wasn't
daughter
in there.
was. The daughter has been there and multiple times has not procced anything.
Okay.
The Duchess herself has not been in the room.
Okay. Yeah, I know the Duchess was never around when I
Oh,
did
you were
it.
talking about the daughter. Yes, the daughter is not a fiend.
Yeah,
celestial
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah, I can guarantee the daughter is not a Fey, Fiend, Aberration, or Celestial, but I do not know about
Maybe she's a good person that has been charmed then.
It's
into
possible,
helping
but
her.
I mean, does that make much of a difference? A charmed person is just as unreliable as one of them.
They are also worth saving, you know. I say.
True, but I mean, saving them would be killing the Duchess, wouldn't it? Maybe we
See,
should save this conversation for
I-
once we're outside of the
It'd
walls.
be great, but I don't think you'd survive, Rose. And I don't want to be wielded by a gnome, whatever that is.
I thought you said you were
Let's
going to be
let's
wielded
get
by
out of this
no-
city first, and we can discuss our strategy once we're to safety.
Greg, for some reason, it fucked out on you again.
No
Yeah,
worries.
your mic keeps cutting.
I'm sorry about that. I don't.
Your last line, I need to know what you said, because you had a giggle at the end.
I thought you said I don't want to be wielded by a gnome, which is just hilarious to me.
What?
Who wants to be wielded by a gnome? No, nobody.
Right.
That would be glorious. A gnome with sandbar?
All right, so
It's
the
like
three of
true,
you
yeah.
are discussing this. You've been shooed away from the manor, kind of walking back through the.
Yeah, we're heading toward the
corridor.
gate at this point, I assume,
Alright,
because
you
we're
turn
trying to get
around
3
and head
miles out
towards the
to our
gate.
horses.
All right, you are going out and you cross the city down to the southwest to get the gate by the old road, as it'll turn south and west by the Gloomwood, looking for the cave system. As you approach the gate, you find it closed, and 2 more guards, or at least pirates wearing guard armor, are posted up at the gate, looking out into the city, waiting and looking for people to approach.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into a mouse
Okay.
and I'm gonna hop onto Janlar's shoulder and into his pocket. Because they are looking for 3 people, is my guess. And now we're only 2 people.
Okay. Perfect.
Chandler, do you have any way to get us through this gate?
I don't have very many spells. I can possibly put one of them to sleep.
Well, I could freeze one of them in place. If you had a way of getting us through the gate, I could feign a conversation with him, and then walk out of the gate, and then we could run for it.
No, I have no real way of opening the gate.
How high is the wall?
The wall in Balesport to the south is probably 15 feet.
15?
Yeah, like the size of a man and then twice that.
Chandler, why don't we go up to the top of the wall and then just jump?
I agree. I say we need to take these guards out first, though.
No, we'll go a little ways away. Like, not at the gate. We'll just
Oh.
find somewhere to get up on top of the wall. Even if the guards see us, they'd have to follow us. And then once we lure them out of the city, that's fine.
All right. So as a group, you're gonna try to find a place next to the wall,
Like a staircase to get up the
outside.
wall. Because I assume people are meant to go up the wall and watch, right?
No, it's not like a thick wall where you walk across it. It's more like a
Oh.
like a.
Yeah, then we'll find a
stop things
discreet
from
spot to
coming
climb over.
Okay. You attempt to find a discreet spot to start over, away from prying eyes. I'm going to want you to make an investigation check. Whoever has the top investigation wisdom check, go ahead and roll at
wisdom.
advantage as you're getting aided by your 3
It's definitely
friends.
not me. Actually,
Well, what's your investigation?
Never mind, it's a +7.
+7, do it.
All right, Janlar, go ahead and roll investigation at advantage.
Wait, it's
as
but it's
the
investigation
three-
wisdom instead of investigation.
Investigation
intelligence.
wisdom, yes.
Oh, wait, what's your bonus then?
Let me count that out real quick. It would be a
3 plus whatever, right?
yeah,
Mine
3
would be
-1.
+3.
Mine would be a +2.
Okay, so I'll do it, and then at advantage, you said?
+3.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go and roll it,
At
because mine's
advantage,
+3,
yes.
and you said +2 for yours, right?
Yeah, I think it's actually +3 as well, but
Okay, whatever. 15.
All right. You take some time picking your way through the city streets, trying to find where the wall meets in a dark place away from prying eyes. Eventually, you do find it, and you find a place along the wall old enough that it's not smooth, and you feel like you have some decent handholds to climb over. You take your time on watch. First Janlar with Rose on his shoulder climbs up and over. Tom looks around. Nobody seems to be coming. You follow him up and over after. And finally, you drop down to the other side, leaving Balesport behind you. The old road stretching out some distance in front of you along the coast.
Okay, let's look for those horses.
All right. The three of you begin traveling your way outside of the city, making your way along the old road as the day kind of comes to an end. As dusk begins to set, you come across kind of a cave system right as the coast branches out westward, deepening closer to the Gloomwood. And there along the coast you see some coastal caves. And standing there is another dwarf, not Vasily, but just another one, holding the bridle of 3 full-sized horses. As you approach, he kind of looks you over, says, Aye, the seekers you be. I thought there'd be 3.
Oh, one of them is a mouse right now. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. One of you is a mouse?
For now,
Seekers are so strange. You know, this isn't my first time helping someone with more magical powers than I. Take the horses.
Thank you very much.
You'll find the packs are filled with food and rations enough for a week's travel. Should get you to Nestor, no problem.
Excellent. Are there any caves nearby? It's looking like we're going to have to camp out tonight.
He says, you're welcome to use these. These were once a pirate captain's favorite place, but Vasily found them and took care of the system. It goes quite deep inside, so the shallow cave here is visible, but he kind of walks you to the back with a lantern up, and he shows you where there's kind of like a sheerness to the back, but it actually is a tunnel that warps back around towards the water. He says, most people don't find this if they don't know what to look for. You can take this tunnel deeper in to the caves properly.
I'd like to ask the dwarf to stay with us for the evening.
I have business to attend to in Balesport. I can't be seen missing. It's a time of turmoil. Hey, it'd be improper of me to not be there.
Fair enough. Good luck, friends. Be careful back there. It's a dangerous place right now. Also, the Duchess is very clearly not safe to be around.
This is what I was told.
Yeah, avoid her at all costs.
I trust Vasily. He's a smart dwarf. He knows.
Hopefully, we can help resolve this whole catastrophe.
We would appreciate
Anyways,
help from the Seekers.
you should hurry back to town before anyone notices your absence.
He kind of nods his
Good
head
luck.
And begins making the trek back to Balesport.
All right. Should we end here? Because there's only like 20 minutes left.
Sure. This is a fine place to end the session. You guys escaping Balesport. Once again, avoiding most of my prepared work. Awesome. So that is the end of the session. You guys want to do any shout outs or have anything to talk about at the end of the stream here while I put some experience together? That'd be great. Otherwise, we'll just sit in silence for a few minutes.
All right, guys.
Darian.
Pour one out for the dead homie.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Don't pour one out. Drink it. Never waste hooch. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I know I die a lot. It's kind of like the only campaign I do die in, so I kind of like it, right?
He's doing it on purpose.
Right? Like,
to be
I
fair,
like it.
This one was not your fault as much.
No, like you can do some.
I was making it very clear that haste was going to be a problem by like tracking it for you. But
yeah, I already knew.
you
But
kinda
like,
got murdered.
I was fine with it. Nobody think I'm salty. I don't mind dying. But if you have more D&D like urges in your life, literally half an hour after this game, I will be going live with our Shadowsight campaign. We just did all out war, so like I think there was like 400 troops, and we were managing them in units, which was insanely difficult. Not too slow, believe it or not. The DM had it down pat, but we're going to be doing the aftermath of that. If you haven't already, for Mike, go over to Slapdash Studios, or you can @slapthedash on Twitter and check out the League of Ultimate Questing. I got you, Mike.
Go to do the Q&A. Put out questions, I think, is what he needs.
No, they've already done the Q&A, but if you can always @ them or you can send them messages. Check out their Twitter. It'll tell you how to send them messages for the Q&A. I think that's that for them. But yeah, make sure you follow Greg, and you can check out my stuff. Anybody else got shout-outs?
Oh, Meldarian died. That's why the experience is so high. Jeez.
I mean, take it.
I'm telling every time, or we should have looted his body. That's how we get
There's
low.
nothing.
I couldn't. I also couldn't. I was a horse. You were like in the air. There was no way to get it. Anyway, I always think that people are strapped to that backpack, right? I think it's unrealistic to say, "Oh, I just pick up his backpack and then I run." Because I always think they have it on their cool.
Yeah, it's probably like at least a round or two of taking something off of them.
All right. Does that do it for shoutouts?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So I want all of you who survived to take home 3,325 experience.
Shit, yeah. Good job, team.
Plus 944.
There was combat this episode, so Sambar gets a full share.
Hell yeah.
Does that level Sambar up?
What was that number again? 3,000.
3,325 experience.
That should put us at 12,769.5 experience. Except I think Janlar doesn't get the 0.5. Was it Janlar who missed that?
That was Millman, I think.
Did you include by one experience point for the rat?
No, I didn't. Janlar and only Janlar can take an extra 1 experience point.
What's the next level from 5 to 6?
5 to 6 is 14,000.
Yeah, so we are.
Oh, then no, I do not level up yet.
Okay.
Sambar is not leveled up.
Sambar
We're
is not
pretty
leveled
close.
up.
I'm 1,229.5 experience away.
You
from
were talking about Sambar leveling up last session, so I was
yeah.
when you got a half share, so I was wondering.
Rose never really wields me, so I'm getting a bit behind.
It's usually not her style, but you know. If you tell her to attack her friends, then she's gonna attack you with her friends. So
it was working wonders for a while. All right, that'll do it. We will come back next week, same time, same channel. We will figure out a new character for our friend Millman to play. Until then, thank you all for coming by. We'll have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever it is till I see you again. Next time, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Oh.